Yo, what's up guys, Antergy here with episode 2 of Making the Track from Scratch Live, or whatever this series is called. I might change the name, I don't know. Anyway, as you guys might have noticed, it's been a while since episode 1. That's because I recorded episode 1 and my camera was completely out of focus and my hair was a mess because it just wasn't the quality I wanted. So, and I was busy with my own music, so I just made some music and here I am with a reshoot of episode 2. You might see some things that you haven't heard before because I did them in that episode, so I'll just run through my leads, run through whatever I did, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, so let's go.
Antergy.
So first let's do a playthrough, let's fucking get the shit and let's go. So yeah, that's the whole thing. I honestly don't remember what I changed from part 1. Let's dive into the leads, because that's what you guys asked me to do, right? Yes. So, for example, here, I'm just going to show you my 2 virus leads, but they're basically the main layer for this all. So I'm just going to, for showing leads, I like to turn off the reverb and everything. So if you look here, I have all these layers. These are all my leads. If you see at the bottom here, these are all my leads. They all link to this one channel here. This is basically my virus lead. What I do here is just some EQing, boosting the low mids a little bit. This frequency is really annoying, so if you listen to this frequency, take out a little bit of that one, boosting a little bit of the highs, and then cutting off here because this is some really harsh shit right here. Then a compressor to give it a little more punch, and then this 3D filter is just for the build-up. So then we move on to lead number 2, which is this one. On this one I have a Saturn with the hip hop puncher preset, edited a little bit. It's saturation, it adds a lot more. Then here, some more low mid boosting, bit of the mids, moving this frequency again because it's annoying in this one too. And then boosting a little highs, giving it that punch. Now let's move on to these leads. They're basically really basic. What I have here, if you look, for me, it's all about layering and getting a good base layer. So these 2 are my strong base layers from the virus, and then this is just all to fill it up. So right here, I have this lead. Just a Saturn, EQ, and that. It would be smarter to put that FabFilter Pro C on my lead channel, which I will do someday, because it saves CPU. So if you have something that you're doing in all of them, it's actually better to do it on a total channel, like I'm doing with my low cuts and everything. I'm just dumb. But yes, so I have this lead. I just put it an octave up. Now with this is my super saw. This one, I do EQing and compression as well, but I make it really stereo and add higher octave layer. This basically fills up the whole mix of your leads. Now right here I have my harmony. It's just the same lead as that first one. It just plays a harmony. And then not really any boosting here, not really boosting in the highs because you want it to be like a little, it's a fill up layer, right? So you don't want it to take all the attention. So those are basically my, I use Silent for this. You can use anything. Serum, Dune, Spire, whatever you want. I'm trying to switch more to Serum and Dune. This is fine as well. It works. And then here, chord leads. I have, it's basically the same preset, it's just these chords are on my normal octave. Here I have low chords, this is like an init, just to fill it up. I have low saws here, and then I have high saws here. Those are basically on these 3, and I also link those to the lead layer. Basically my normal saws, my high saws, I make those like a little stereo, and my low saws, I don't make those stereo. So if you listen to these ones, they have some boosting right here. And that's basically it. It's just layering your leads together, filling up the mix. So basically lower layers, higher layers, harmonies. I link these all to a channel. Usually I actually split the chord leads and the normal leads just so I have a little more control. And then here on my main lead channel, this is just a compressor from Waves. Then I put this on there. This basically, I boost a little bit of the low mids. That's kind of all I do here. I have a Saturn. I honestly don't know why it's off. I think it should be on. Literally just boosting the highs a little. Fab filter, removing these lows, a little bit of the mids, a little bit of the highs, and that's all there is. Just a tape stop for when I need it. This is a high cut for when I need it. Bit crusher for some effects, another effects. LFO tool, of course, for when the melody comes in right here, and you trigger that LFO tool to make a little bit of room for your punch, and a fruity balance to control the volume. I don't know what else I would use it for. So that's basically the leads. Let's play everything together right here. Of course, with the reverb. Let's just go into the reverb as well. The reverb I have for this. Did I just... I was about to say, did it just remove my Valhalla? That would have been sick. This is my Valhalla room. I can actually make this a little longer. Pretty long pre-delay, long decay. Cutting it right here, and just this. Then this Oxford Dynamics that I use. You can use this for compressing. Basically, when you have a melody with a lot of notes without any gaps in between, I usually compress with this one because it is like a little minor compression and it just makes a little room, but it is not as drastic as the fab filter I'm about to show you next. Here I have this. I basically got these from my friend Zenz. He gave me these settings and it just really brightens up your reverb. Now right here, I have a Fab Filter Pro C. It's on external sidechain right here with these settings. And then right here, you go to this. Go to processing and I click right here, click on leads. That way, as you see, when a note plays, it's low and then it goes up once there's a gap in the melody, and that basically gives it that room. So if these gaps here, it puts them up. You get what I mean? Sick.
Hello, this is DJ Climax here with a quick interruption. I just want to say make sure to join the Antergy Discord down in the description. It is really nice and you can learn a lot there from being a producer. It's really good, and if you want to ask anything, you can ask in there. So go to Antergy Discord down in the description. Thank you very much. This was DJ Climax. See you later.
I don't know what all of that was about, but let's continue. Yeah, and then an EQ to cut the lows and a little bit of highs. You can put this a little higher if you want. I don't know. I prefer not to have my reverb all the way there. 5 to 6K. It's fine with me. Then just this for some low mids and just sidechain chords to fill it up. And then you have that. I see now that I worked on a build-up in the previous part. So let's go into the build-up. Basically here, I have a lead cutoff. But since I don't want to record my virus with a cutoff because I'm lazy, never be lazy, but I am. I just use a fruity filter and you can just cut off with that. Let's mute the vocal. I don't even know if I had a vocal in the first part, but it's here. So it's basically this. Then right here, I have some crashes. This is the bass line. And then a clap, give it some drive, uplifter I made. Then right here, a trick that I like to use is when you build up, you can do that right here in FL. You click on this button, you click create animation clip. You basically make it mono as the buildup goes up in the last 3 to 4 bars. You can do it a little more drastic, and then you make it mono, and then when your kick hits here, it's gonna be like the stereo field opens up again. And it's a bigger impact. Right here, I'm also cutting a little bit of lows with a fab filter on the master, just so. Of course, your kick has lows, so your kick comes in, and it's, again, that oomph effect. And this plugin, Endless Smile, really sick. It's on my master. It's basically, I have it on medium. You just automate this. It becomes happy. It becomes really happy. And it's basically, here, I'll put it really, really drastic so you can hear what it does. That's basically what it does. it is also kind of a low cut, and it acts as, it makes your whole mix an uplifter, and it's good. Let's see what else I have. I added this bass right here. It's just a serum, really basic Reese bass. Boosting lows a little bit, high cutting here so you don't get all that high information. It's fat serum bass. Really, really basic. Right here I have, what is this? Is this a snare? Oh, this is actually my punch. I use my punch to make a build-up. So, and I have a volume automation for it too. So that's pretty nice. Then I have a snare, and it pitches up at the end. It's a snare. What do I have here? We have some plucky chords. Right here with a sidechain on it, some pretty heavy low cutting and some high cutting. Right here I have just a pad, just in the key of the track. Just add this clock that I pretty much use in every track. Just gives it drive. Right here some uplifters. I made this uplifter from a Velociraptor sample. It's pretty. If you rip that, I'm not gonna like you. I'm not gonna say hi to you anymore. Seriously, please don't. Anyway, so right here we have an ARP. Honestly, don't even know. I think I made this. Oh yeah, I made this from scratch. I think last time. So copy it if you want. It's a little ARP preset. Lots of reverb and delay. Oh, and I have a phaser on it. And then I grabbed this vocal that I found and I put it on there. And I have that layer. First, I'll show you the normal layer. Alright, and I just noticed I clicked record, but apparently my camera was like, no, you're not going to record. So here we are, and now we're recording. So hi, I did this whole thing with a face cam, and it isn't here. But now it's here. I'm having a lot of problems with this. I'm very sorry. Anyway, we were at the vocal. So right here, I have an RVox. It's basically a compressor. Makes everything nice and tight. It's from Waves. Let's actually turn off all these effects and just go for it. Oh shit. Oh yeah, cause I pitched it to the right key. So that a de-esser. Cutting some of those S's. Manipulator, cause I pitched up the vocal apparently for semitones. So I grabbed the manipulator and pulled the formant down for semitones, so the voice sounds like it's on the original pitch. Well, formants. It's not perfect, but it does the job. And Saturn, adding some highs because you remove them with the de-esser, and this just adds it to the. And now right here a fat filter, boosting some shit. This can actually be a little less drastic. And then this is a small plate reverb. And now I'm setting it to a vocal channel, which is the one that's sending it to the reverb, because I also have this layer, which, let me show you this. I think it's just pretty much the same chain with the manipulator, only I pitched this one down 12 semitones or more. Wait, that means 8. I math sick, and then I distorted it with boosting your mids below the distortion, and it gives it that effect. And then these two together is that vocal, and then everything together Did I even show you guys this effect? It's an effect I like to do in all my tracks. It's so basically on my lead channel I have this bit crusher, and it basically moves the downsampling down, so it becomes more drastic. And at the same time, I turn on this fat filter, which is the phone filter, and I think I edited it a little bit, and it basically gives it that effect. Now with the bit crusher, it basically does that, and you mute the reverb here. Then it goes back in. Also, mute your reverb here after a build up, because you build up, there's a lot of reverb, and then here it's silent, and then boom, comes in. And you have this little reverse note, so it goes in like that. Yeah, so that's what I have so far. Just to break the leads, went into depth into the leads. Some people asked for kicks. I'll do a separate video on kicks. I'll just make a separate video on that, just just some tips and tricks. Also tips and tricks. I don't know if I showed it in the last part, but if you go here and you do here, and then where was it? Helpers, ghost channels, it's Alt V. You have this, and it really helps you with staying in skill or seeing other things that you have in that pattern, and just it's handy. Use it. But that's basically all I have for this one, just the leads and the build up. I actually want to show you guys some new tracks that I've been working on. So let's actually do that. So this is a new track I've been working on called Before You Go. You might recognize the vocal. It's been used in another track before. I know, really bad. Might try and find another vocal one day, but I really like it. So just gonna show you guys a small snippet of what part do I want to show you? I think I'm gonna show you guys the last part of the break into the melody and then say fuck you and not play the climax, because that's what you do to get people hyped. Haha! Fuck you. Oh, this is... Yes. I'm sorry. Just don't want to show everything yet, but I hope you guys like this part so far. Gotta try to find a label for this one, so I don't know how long it's gonna take to release. Maybe like 5 years. Or maybe it'll never get released. You never know. We'll see. Yeah, anyway, I'll probably do a kick video soon. Be sure to also follow me on Twitch, because I'm gonna try to do regular live streams where I just work on my own tracks. Just maybe give feedback if you want. You can, I'll do feedback streams, and you can send me some tracks, and I'll give feedback on them. Or I'll just do gaming streams. I'll do some gaming, and you guys can join, or you can't and just watch. I know if people like that, but I like to play games, so can also do that. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Join my Discord down below. Follow me on my socials. Go stream Energy of Light. It's already over 10,000 streams right now, so thank you guys very much. It's very cool. And follow me on Twitch. And yeah, leave down below what you thought of this. If you want to know anything more, also leave it down below, and I can probably handle it in the next episode. See you guys later.